Tamikaze here, talking about some of the scanners I use to find some of the setups that I like to play and see how stocks are moving throughout the day, and just a bunch of useful things that I think will help improve your trading game. So, there's three sites that I like in particular. They're all free. They have premium versions, but for doing what we do, you don't actually need to have the premium version. So, first thing we'll talk about is Finviz. Finviz is a great site, finviz.com, Finviz.com. They have screener, news, all sorts of different things on here that you can look at. Um, and while their scanner can be a little overwhelming at first, if you know how to use it, it's actually pretty easy to use. So, um, one thing that I use the Finviz scanner for is finding relevant volume or relative volume movers throughout the day. So basically, stocks that are getting above average volume and stocks that are moving today that we can trade and know that they're going to be volatile through the day, aka have big movement. So, uh, first thing you want to do is go to exchange and make sure we have any selected. I like to make sure we're looking at larger caps, so over 2 billion. Uh, we want to make sure that the average volume is over 1 million. So basically, we know that it's going to be liquid and we can trade options and things like that. I like to see the relative volume at least 1.5, so at least 50% above normal. And then we can start getting a little bit more selective on here. So I want it to be optionable, aka where you can trade options on it. I want the country to be USA, so that means it's a US stock. Other than that, on the descriptive side, that's pretty much all we really care about. Um, we do want to have the price over $10 though. So you can see we're starting to get this down, but 40 pages of data is quite a bit. So um, you can get into the fundamentals, but for the scanner, I don't care necessarily about that. Technical, I want to see probably things that are moving bullish because I like playing bullish stocks. Now, theoretically, you can do bear stocks as well. So if you just want to see what's moving up, you can go today up. Now we're down to 28. If you want to have it something that's been moving lately, you're going to want the 20 SMA 20 above SMA 50. So price above, there it is. Now we're down to 16 pages. So now that we have 16 pages of stocks, we want to start refining it down to 1 or 2 pages. So we could say up today, we can basically make this, plus 5%, plus 10% if we wanted. Uh, we can go to descriptive. We want that to be up today. And maybe we want relevant volume over 2. See now, there we go, over 1.5. I think I had it under before. So over 1.5, and now we got 2 pages of relevant data. And then you can sort it however you want. You can sort it by change, so lowest to highest. So you can see we got Ruby, AMS, and you can hover over these to see the quick charts, which is really nice. Or if you'd like, you can actually just click the charts here and have a quick overview of all the charts. So you can see the good setups and the ones that you want to play and be like, okay, we like these here. Let's go with these. So this is the Finviz relative volume scanner that I really like. So market cap over 2 billion, just to recap everything, my settings. So descriptive, market cap over 2 billion, average volume over 1 million, relative volume 1.5, price over 10, optional US, technical up today, and SMA above 20. So I will share this in the description so you can just, they do have ads. That's the one thing about free sites, so keep that in mind. So I'll share this in the description. So if you just want to click the description, you can get this exact scanner and you don't have to do it all that. You can just go and get it yourself. So let's talk about our next one. This is my Barchart scanner. I am a Premier member, but you don't have to be. I just really like Barchart. They offer a lot of good things. So um, let's go into stocks. I'm going to show you my alpha scanner here. So top 100 stocks are the top 100 alpha weighted stocks. So you can see here WT alpha is a measure of how much a stock has risen or fallen over a 1 year period with a higher weighting of recent price activity. So basically, the fastest moving stocks on the market. So um, I like to refine this, and the reason I pay for it is Barchart does have their screener, advanced screener you do have to pay for. So it's like $30 a month. And for me, because I use it for a lot of the newsletter plays and things like that, and for finding plays for the server, it's worth it for me. So I do have some screeners in here, and a lot of my screeners have the basic principles. So like Alpha 1, I want the average volume to be greater than 1 million, and I want the price to be over 10. Pretty simple stuff, and that way you're getting actionable, optionable. Um, you're getting a smaller list for sure, and actionable and optionable stocks. So, um, while this doesn't necessarily have, I mean, you got to click on everyone and you can get the data and everything, and they'll have a small chart and things like that. But um, I don't love that you can't have like the hover over stock or the hover over charts or anything like that. But still a uh, really good scanner. So, Barchart has a bunch of other really cool stuff. If you click on options, they have unusual options volume. So you could see things that are just like kind of out of place. So if you want to see like the largest call volume, you can scan by that. Apple usually is the winner. You can see the put to call ratios, which is really nice. Um, if you want to see option volume leaders, you can see that. If you want to do an option screener, you can do that. You could do highest implied volatility. Uh, Unusual options activity is a really, really good scanner. So basically, you can things that have large volume but low OI means that option was traded a ton today and hasn't in the past. So typically, if you see that, that means that there's a big move coming up. So you see calls on Oxy, puts on AMC, calls on airlines, Bank of America, and all sorts of really cool things you can use to try to find setups for the future. Excuse me. Now, I want to show you my favorite scanner last. Um, this is one that I found this year, and it has been one of the coolest scanners I've ever found. And this is something that we're working on building internally, but in the meantime, I have no problem sharing with someone that's already done it. So, chartmill.com, they are free. You can do a paid version. They have like a credit system. So the credits usually take quite a while to get through, but um, trading ideas, they have all sorts of really cool scanners here. And so the technical breakout setups is amazing, and the bull flag is amazing. So I'm going to talk about the bull flag first. I always refine it a little bit, so I will always go price above 10, exchange, US only. I always like to do that right away. Market cap, you can go 2 billion plus, and now you got yourself a decent scanner. So and then I like this because it also has the charts. So you could see like guess, you could look at they are daily charts. I wish I could figure out how to change it to like the hourly or even like the 4 hour or something like that. But I haven't quite figured it out yet. I just started using this one, so I'm sure I'll get better at it. But I do want to talk about it because it is really cool. So you can see guess, you could pull this up on your trading view or whatever charting software you use, and you can see some really cool ones. So it looks like they only have a couple here. Um, if you wanted some more, uh, I want at least 2 billion. I did that wrong. Okay, here we go. This should change it. All right, here we go. Much better. Got that backwards. So CMC, ATH, MLM, Divan Energy, Tenaris. You'll start seeing some ones that you may have recognized on your Halliburton, Haynes, uh, Michael's Company, Fang, Goodyear. Some really cool ones on here that you can then go and use as ideas to chart yourself. So this is like where I start, and then I always chart them myself, and I pick the plays that I like the best. So like American Express has popped on here. They look really, really good. I've played American Express the last couple of weeks basically because I found it on here, and it's paid very heavily. And there's a lot of really cool stuff on here. So if we go back to trading ideas, they have literally hundreds of different ideas that people post. This is a community-based website. So people like me and you would make these scanners and then share them, and then people upvote the scanners. So that's the cool part. So technical breakouts is what I really like. So um, they already have the price above 20 basically. Exchange US market cap at least mid cap. You can go no ETFs if you want, and you can really get down to the dirty. So Nasdaq, Facebook, uh, just really cool setups that are actionable right away, usually, or within like a week or two. And you can just go through this to find ideas. This is for finding ideas and for getting stuff on your radar. And then the idea is you chart it yourself, you do your research, but this will help you fine tune your research down to a small set of stocks. Hopefully, 10 or 20 stocks that you pick out, and then you can go from there. So again, Chartmill, Barchart, Finviz. I'll share all of these links in the description, but I did want to talk about these because I think they're important and I think people will find them useful. Thank you and have a great day.